So it's now the next morning. It's super, super hot here today. So I don't think we're gonna go to my favorite place on Vancouver Island today, which is, I can't even see that tree, is Port Renfrew. I think we're gonna go to a place called Cottonwood, where a river comes out in the ocean, and go fishing there and go gold panning there. I'm still pretty tired today, so I would just like, if we go to Port Renfrew, it's a lot of driving there and a lot of driving back. And I've been driving the whole time, so now it's time to kick back and just relax. That fellow. So there's a carved infused pumpkin. People just keep them around out all year long. There was a lighthouse that I carved a couple years ago, Tim, but I never finished it. I had to make a top for it. See at the posts there, but well, 2 posts broke off. Oh. Remember I carved this owl like 4 or 5 years ago, and when I carved it, I thought it was my best owl ever. So it just goes to show you guys, the more that you carve, I don't know, maybe my owls now are an even better tree. Hey Tim. Yeah, we're going to the dump. Tim's got a new truck, so I gotta go for ripping the new truck. So things have changed. We're not going to Port Hardy today because it's going to be like 36 out. It's just going to be too hot. So we are down in Cottonwood. We're on the lake. What's this called? Cottonwood something, Tim?
Cottonwood River.
Cottonwood River right here. So not really much of a river right now, Timmy says. So his wife's here. Danielle's here somewhere. The dog Cooper. I got my gold pans here.
Worms.
I got some worms for fishing.
Night crawlers.
Got the night crawlers. Got my gold pan here. Just carved Rob. There you go. And then spider in there. And I got my drone. And I haven't gone swimming in 13 years. So I'm gonna go swimming today with my fat white belly.
Our dog's name is Cooper, and let me know if you guys get scared or anything, okay? But okay. I got a son about your guys' age, and he's really good with kids.
But I'm not going to be filming me swimming, but we're going to get the drone out here, get some good footage, and get some gold nuggets. Right, Tim?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to say on the voiceover here that somebody passed, they had this Gwen Stefani. Tim, what was the name of that concert that was here?
The Lake Town Shakedown.
Lake Town Shakedown. Busta Rhymes, Gwen Stefani was here, and I guess somebody went missing 6 days ago. So the fire and rescue team have been searching the area for him, and they still, I believe he was 38 years old. They still haven't found him. But Tim's friend there, Lance, his name's Lance?
His name's Lance, yes.
Lance is over there, and Lance is experienced gold panner, so I'm going to ask him if he doesn't mind showing me how to do it. Right, Timmy?
Yeah, that's, you know what?
You just got to get her done.
It's a good idea. You're on top of things.
That's right, that's right.
Like that drone, on top
Yeah,
of
the
everything.
drone's on top.
You got a lighter on you by chance?
Actually, I
Lance?
do. I do. I gave Lance, actually I gave him my lighter case, Carving Fusion carved lighter case. So maybe he might feel like he should kind of want to help me. But we don't.
Show you a parent.
Yeah. Maybe you can ask him, Tim. Let's do like an interview here. Hey, Lance. So Lance
Cooper. Hey, bud. Come on.
is going to show me how to gold pan. Oh, you don't want to get it out of the river?
Well,
okay.
This was the river.
Okay.
That's an old tree, right?
Yeah. Would you be able to speak up a little bit if you don't mind?
That's an old tree.
Yeah.
And those roots right there, this was a river running through here. These roots will hold gold flakes and everything.
Yeah, so you want me to dig about under there? Where about?
Anywhere right there. All
Okay.
of that's never been dug before, right? None of it.
Okay. So I'm going to get this full of dirt, and then Lance is going to show me how to. Thanks, Lance.
No problem.
Lance is one of my best friends. stepdad or his mom, his wife's stepdad?
Stepdad, yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Okay, I'm gonna get some dirt in here. Okay, so Lance taught me that the rocks and the roots and stuff like that, that's where the gold would hold. So we pulled some rocks down there, but right in this water pit here, sorry for my shadows, but it's really gravelly down there. So we're gonna do this one pan, then come back and then just dig up the gravel down in that water there for the next pan. Lance is mountain biking, so it's awfully nice of him to offer to help. Thanks so much for helping, Lance.
Gold sinks. Don't worry about getting all underwater. Clean the rocks off. That's where the gold will stick to, those little cracks.
I'm gonna put my phone down and help Lance. Do you need my help? Or should I?
Keep video on. Make sure the pan's right below this thing. It needs a rock in there.
Okay, we'll be back.
Seeing it coming out the top of the pan there.
Yeah.
And I try not to wash the top because sometimes you get stuck just in those spines up there too. It's hard in a river too. So you don't have to be really careful as long as you know the gold is in the bottom.
Yeah.
Right? I'm shaking it.
Is that a pretty big gold pan or average size?
This is small one, so I'd like to, well it's a good size. The riffles.
Careful.
Try not to get wet.
Sorry, man. Do you want me to do it?
That's okay. I don't wear these all week, so I got more shoes. It's warm.
It is, isn't it, Lance? It's warm. I know. I told you.
Keep it so that it's right at the edge there, an inch away.
The sand.
Where your pile is, just an inch away from the edge. You don't have to worry about that top stuff that much. You
That's
can
the
quickly
layers.
can. But the stuff that's at the bottom is where it's going to get important.
You okay? You're not okay.
Fine now. I don't have to. Until it's really loose. You can go further. I can take a check it out. Seeing big chunkers.
See anything? Looks like there's some little shiny things in there.
There might be flower gold, like that little piece there.
Flower gold, yeah.
Can't see nothing shiny.
I saw something. Okay.
Right, if there is any, it might have even been left over in the van.
Let's grab another pan. I'm going to do the next one here. Thanks for filming, Timmy.
I'm going to continue on my ride.
Thanks, Lance.
No problem.
Might be some little tiny.
We just hit the surface there, so
We just hit the surface, so I'm going to keep on digging and keep on.
some deep banks up there where it was cutting in too.
Oh yeah.
And it dug down to an older layer. This is filled in and emptied out a few times.
So do you think I have a better
That
chance?
sandbar never used to be there.
Do I have a better chance from digging the side over there, or it's back at this tree?
Try one there again because it got opened up.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Try again.
Got it opened up.
Okay, so I'm gonna dig out inside here. See how it's more gravelly? Come on, Cooper, what are you doing, buddy? See how it's more gravelly? I'm gonna dig out some of that and just keep digging. The digger. There goes Lance. Thanks again, Lance. Okay, so I got lots of dirt here. Sorry for the shadows, but yeah, I'm too much of a fat guy to be doing this, but here we go. I'm gonna go do it. Man, this water's warm, eh?
Oh, it's been warm since May, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so he said go through here, make sure you don't have any throwing any big gold nuggets back.
Well, that was a nugget, man.
Okay.
Fucking Billy Barker here.
Gotta slowly take your time. That's what it's about, Tim. This is joy in the moment. Being out here in nature with Mother Nature. Looking at the resources Earth offers us. Try and find that gold. Right, Tim?
It's the game, yeah. Find the gold.
Earth's resources.
Pretty nice spot we got here. Daniela and Cooper. Cooper's not feeling well. Something's going on with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Water or?
I don't know. I think he might have ate something down here. Who knows? Lots of people camp down here and set houseboats up, and who knows what they get up to. I don't see any of them doing what this guy's doing here. This guy's panning for gold. At the mouth of, he's probably said already what river it is, but don't really want to tell people what river this is, to be honest with you.
There's a certain way to do it to get rid of the rocks with a taut rate.
Yeah, you're professional. Huh? Inch by inch you're supposed to be doing off the edge. Inch at a time, inch at a time, inch at a time. That's what I heard him say.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that really was Lance. I think that was the legend of that was a ghost from the ghost of something river, secret river.
Bigfoot just robbed that with the Bigfoot.
We never even seen that guy. I bet he won't even be on the camera.
Hey Tim, since you're filming right now, you want to tell a Tim story?
I don't.
My buddy just carved Rob loves Bigfoot and watches videos. He lives in Detroit, Michigan, but he's always watching videos for Bigfoot around here. Can you tell the Sasquatch? Can you tell him the story about something?
I got a little tale. The Sasquatch.
Or Bigfoot?
Whatever you want to call it. Sasquatch, Bigfoot. I was with my wife right there. I was with her brother. We were at a little secret spot about 50, 70 kilometers from Lake Cowachin. We were out fishing for the day on the side of a river in a beautiful little swimming hole, fishing hole, and I wasn't getting any bites, so I left Daniela and her brother at the river side, and I walked about, I don't know, 100 feet away from them, but towards the bush, but still maybe 25 yards from the bush line. And I had my back turned to the bush. I was having a cigarette, and wham, something hit my left shoulder on my back, in my back. And it really, really, really hurt. And I seen the stick hit the ground. So I drew a circle around the stick because there was a lot of sticks there. And I just wanted to know which stick it was because I yelled at my wife and her brother that something hit me from the bush. And they came over. And Danielle's brother said to me, "Is that the stick that hit you?" Right? Like I said, "Here's the stick that hit me, the one in the circle." And we looked around, and everything on the side of the river was either a maple tree or like a little alder tree. And the stick that was circled was a chunk of fir. And it was different than all the sticks of the trees that were around on that area. Sure, it could have floated up on the side of the river or whatever, but that's the piece of wood that hit me. And I believe something threw it at me because that part of the forest was pretty creepy. There was we found a house almost built into the side of the bank of the ridge that we were on. It's like somebody was there. So it didn't look like it was somebody that was somebody. I didn't know there was whales in Lake Cowachin. There it is. I thought I seen a whale. Oh wait, that's George.
My first time swimming since my injury 14 years ago. First time.
That's crazy.
14 years.
I don't understand how somebody can go 14 years without swimming. I can't go 14 minutes without it.
This is the first time in 14 years I've been in public without my hat on. Show my scar, Tim.
Well, there you go.
I want some of the new subscribers. I'm not going to stand out of the water so my gut sticks
This
out.
guy's turn your head more. There you go.
So we call it soup bowl head. I think it's fair to tell the new subscribers this. 14 years ago, I fell off a roof and landed on my head. TBI, traumatic brain injury. I live with it every day. The reason my head is dented is because due to complications in surgery or something, I got an infection in my head. The skull bone flap got infected. They had to take it out because it was broken. And I went through 4 surgeries. They put a plastic piece in there. It lasted 2 years. That got infected. They had to take that out. So I'm living the rest of my life without my skull bone.
Pano here. We got kayakers. Little town of Yubo in the distance. We got some houseboaters. We got my dog and my wife. My dog's not feeling well. Look at the wife. How could you not feel well looking like that?
I'm going to call it a wrap on this video, I think, Tim. Tim's dog's not doing so well, so we got to go back. I'll go fishing tomorrow with Bob. See everybody.
this video, the shout out, is for Natalie Dunkley. Natalie, thank you so much for chipping in. And what we're going to do now is we're going to head to my buddy Stuart's cabin. Stuart has been on a few of my videos when we go get the cottonwood bark off up in Merritt, near Merritt. And Stuart helps me get the bark. So Stuart's cabin's along the river here, Cowachin River, where they go tubing. And I'm going to go fishing there with Tim, and I think his son might be coming. And maybe swimming again. I got to see how I look on the video to see if I'm like that big fat ugly ghost. The big fat ugly ghost whale. But thanks for Dunkley. I think it was you and your husband or you and your boyfriend that chipped in. But thank you. We're going to get some burgers tonight. I'm going to buy the meat and stuff and the buns, and Tim's going to cook them on the barbecue. And that's what we're going to have tonight is burgers. I'm buying, and you would have paid for the burgers. So the next scene will be over at Stuart's cabin. Now Stuart's cabin, I got a video footage of it, caught fire about 2 months ago. The top half of it burnt down, and now Stuart's filmed it. He couldn't put the fire out, but the bottom half of the cabin didn't burn, and it's still good. So you're just going to see like a little bottom half of a little cabin that's left, and the top part burnt. Okay, so that's where we're going to go next. Is Ryder coming?
I don't think so.
So it's just going to be me and Timmy going to the cabin. So this is Stuart's cabin. We're a floor up right now. This is all torch-on roofing here. This is the biggest deck along the river in Lake Cowachin. That's the river over there. Now I'm going to go down below and show you guys the down below cabin. Here's one of my wood spirit eagle carving. I think I did it about 3 years ago. This is what, yeah, this is like 4 or 5 years ago when I signed it. I don't know. But yeah, this was like 4 or 5 years ago when I used to do that like that, and then it's a JJ. I don't think it's, yeah, it feels charred, I think, but yeah, it is. It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I always thought that was over there.
I think he probably put it up here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, those are fresh screws.
Oh, he did this too, eh?
The heart. So there's like one of my old eagle heads with the wood spirit face on there. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then I got a tree down here. Let me give the bigger view. Tim's rushing me.
I'm not rushing you.
And
Take fucking months if you want. You can pitch a tent on the deck.
so that's that. So let's go down.
The rest of the summer.
Let's get the tour from Tim here. So these are hand split cedar first growth thread shakes that Stuart did. Now, this, I'm going to show you guys the video of the cabin on fire, full blown fire. Now Stuart, the top half burnt, but he had 2 sets of floors for the top half. So there would be 2 sets of floors that had that water shield on it. So the fire station came down here when this thing was torching, burning, and they finally put it out. And not even any of the water went down. You guys aren't going to believe this when you see the video about this is like not burned. And even the cedar shakes that are bone dry didn't even burn. So that's what's left of the cabin. It's usually a lot cleaner around here, but since the fire, he hasn't had time to clean, and he's not worried about cleaning the property and stuff like that. Right now, it's more about making sure the cabin's safe. And this is just 5 minutes from Tim's house. Here's the Cowachin River. I said I was going to go fishing, but it's too hot. It's like 36 degrees right now. It is friggin' hot out. Here's stairs I think Stu probably made. And I'm going to do an overhead drone footage. I remember like 4 years ago I came down here, cast a line, I caught a little trout. So there's the Cowachin River. And people go floating down here on their inner tubes. It's perfect. So me and Tim are going to go to another swimming pit. Maybe I'll film some people floating down the thing. But so, here's the footage of the fire. I gotta get it, I gotta get it from Stu. Here's the footage of the fire. And then, after the footage of the fire, I'm gonna drone up here and just do a little bit of droning. And so I think that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for everybody for chipping in. I got a few more shout outs to do. And we're not going swimming here, are we, Tim?
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. Tim's going to go for a dip in here. And then I'm going to get the drone out and let's just end this video here. No, it's pretty low, man.
Did you go down there?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go burn one down there.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to get the drone going. So, drone footage, overhead of this. Take some pictures for Stu so he's got the thing. And then, oh no, sorry. The fire video. How can you tell Tim's a roofer? Look at it. Look how tanned the guy is. Think about how tanned I used to get when I used to roof with him. We roofed together our whole lives on the mainland. But I didn't get tanned like that. I'd go red like an Indian. I'd go Indian red.